Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkeydragon here, helping out green gobs out there. Well, anyways, guys, we got a YouTube partnership, tips and tricks. I guess so. I don't know if it's a tips and tricks, but anyways, it's tips. Yeah, tips. I don't know about tricks. Maybe a little tricks. But anyways, so yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you, how to get partnered. What things you should ask, what things you should avoid, all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and begin straight off. Step number 1 is the qualifications. What does it take you to get into this network? If it takes you to have a minimum amount of subscribers, a minimum amount of daily views, or a minimum amount of, let's say views per month, whatever the qualifications are, make sure you meet those qualifications. Without the qualifications, you don't get in. So that's kind of step 1. I will say this really quickly. For you small YouTubers that really want to get into YouTube and do all this kind of stuff, do not get into a network that has no qualifications. That's probably a place that you don't want to get into. You don't see Machinima saying, hey, we accept everyone. Because think about this. If they have no qualifications, that means that they have no standards. They accept anyone and everyone. That sounds kind of desperate. You don't want that kind of place, believe me. Okay, so if they have no qualifications, don't go there. Okay, so step number 2 is questions. If you do meet the requirements and you're talking to someone, ask questions. No matter what it is, ask questions. That's number 2. Ask questions. Okay, so number 3, that one might sound a little random, but believe me, we'll get into that later on. But step number 2 is actually the legitimacy of the network. And this is what I mean. Let's say that you meet the qualifications, you're talking to a recruiter. You want to know the legitimacy. You say, hey, depending on how the network is split up, let's say if it's split up by PC, Xbox, and PS3, that's how they split up their network, that's how they split up their channels and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you say, I'm a PS3 player. I want to talk to at least 2 other directors on PS3, 2 other partners with you guys. I want to talk to them. You get them to a Skype call. You ask them, how easy is it for you to talk to anyone? Can you talk to, your manager? Can you talk to the vice president, the president, the CEO, anyone? How easy is it for you to get in contact with them? And how easy is it for you to get in contact with others? Because if you cannot talk to someone, I can understand a day late. Because, sometimes you're not on the computer, sometimes you got other stuff to do. But if it takes a week for someone to reply me back, I start getting frustrated. I think after 3 days, no, that's way too long. That's way too long. So yeah, make sure that the communication is real. Because this is the way I look at it. If you sign this contract and no one talks to you ever again, that's not legitimate. You get what I'm saying? That's why I label it under the legitimacy. Make sure that people communicate. Make sure you're able to get in touch with your supervisors, your boss, all that kind of stuff. Make sure it's legitimate. Make sure you talk to at least 2 other people. And make sure they're the low-end people. Don't talk to the CEO or anyone else. Talk to actual partners. Okay? Talk to them. Because once again, the bosses and everything, no, everything's awesome. It's the, the grunts, so to speak, that'll be the ones saying, that'll be the loose lips saying everything that they want to say. Okay? So talk to the, partners. Okay, so the step, number 3, 4, whatever. Anyways, is the requirements. And I know what you're going to say, qualifications, requirements, it's the same thing. No, qualifications are for you to get into the network. The requirements are for when you are in the network. What are the requirements for you to be in here? In the sense that, okay, now you're partnered with us. I want you, no, you have to put our intro in all your videos, link us in every single description, and at the end of all your videos, shout us out. Tell people to go subscribe to us. Put us in your sub box, and if you get a banner or anything, put us in there. If they start telling you to do this, you have to start doing dual comms with people. You have to upload daily. You have to upload at least once a week. You have to do 2 dual comms a week. You have to get into live streams with us. You have to pimp out our Twitter. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do everything. Those are requirements. And for me personally, the less requirements, the better. I wouldn't be with a network that told me that I had to do stuff. Me personally, I love to do stuff with my network. I go into live streams with them. I talk about, my network, Mer Gamings, or tongue-tied, Mer Gamers. I have their link in my description in all my videos. And I'm pretty sure I have them in my sub box. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. So anyways, yeah, I'm pretty active. I want to do that. I'm in support of my network. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So make sure you know what the requirements are for when you are partnered. Make sure you know that. Okay, the second part is how long are the contracts. If you are signing a contract, how long is it? Even if you're not signing a contract, how long is your quote unquote trial period. How long is this? If you're signing a contract, how long until I get to leave? You know, is it a 6 months contract, a 3 months contract, a month contract, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 3,000 years? Make sure you know that. And this is one key thing to ask. If you say, how long is the contract until it's up? And they say, oh, it's over in a month, but it renews for 5 years, then that means, you know, every month it auto renews. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like a loophole saying they can answer you saying, yeah, it's up in a month, but it auto renews every single month. You get what I'm saying? So, little kind of hiccup there. Make sure you know whether or not it auto renews, how many times, how long until legitly you can get out of this network if you need be, and how can they kick you? You know, if you can leave willingly, how long if I can leave? You know, most times there's like a 30 days or a 60 days period where they can kick you without breaching contract and you can leave without breaching contract. You get what I'm saying? There's usually a trial period like that within the network after you sign the contract. So make sure you know that. And once again, ask questions. If you think of something right now that I haven't said, ask the question. That's important. That's why I was number 2. Ask questions. Okay, number 3, or actually number 5, or what is that? I have no idea. Anyways, the very last one, and this was why it should be the last one, is the pay. If everything else does not require up to it, the pay is the last one. Because there's no reason for you to sign with a place that has, you know, crazy requirements, crazy length of time for contracts, all because it pays a little bit more. That's why I put it at the bottom of the list. So the pay. These are things you want to know. How much on this contract right now I'm going to get paid? And that varies because contracts, advertisement, all that kind of stuff, it changes. Sometimes there's a base. Sometimes it's, okay, every single 1,000 views you get, CPM, cost per 1,000 views, you're going to get $2.32. So that means every 1,000 views, you're going to get $2.32. That's how much you're going to get paid in this contract. But if there's not a baseline amount of money that you're going to be able to make, ask what the average is for all the other directors. You know, what's the average amount of money? And then ask this, what's their cut? How much do you take away from my pie? Say I make $5 today. How much of that are you going to take from me? You know what I'm saying? Ask them what their cut is. And then ask them this, what are the factors to get into to increase my money? Sometimes, you know, likes increases the amount of money you make. Sometimes it's comments. Sometimes it's favorites. Sometimes it's clicks in other areas. It's different stuff. It varies for different companies. It varies for different contracts because of advertisement itself. So ask what are the factors that go into how much money I make. You ask them, how am I going to make my money? What do I need to do? You get what I'm saying? Make sure you ask exactly how you're going to make your money. And then ask them exactly how you're going to make your money. Because if you don't know that, then it's no point. And if you make sure you know the average, if it's a baseline, you know you are going to make this much money, then don't ask them the average, don't ask them, you know, all that other stuff. But if there isn't that way, then ask them all the other questions. But yeah, so once again, ask questions. That's really important. Ask questions and don't rush into a contract. Don't rush in. Say network approaches you, you're like, yes, sign. No, read. Ask questions. Don't rush into it. It's a bad thing to do it. Believe me. Okay? Wait. Ask. Good go. Okay, guys, so we kind of reached the end of this commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. So anyways, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to me if you want to see more of my videos. And don't forget to tell your friends about me. And if you want to stay updated on all my videos and everything that I'm doing, follow me on Twitter. It's at xXMonkeyDragon. A link to it will be in the description. Well, anyways, guys, I'm Monkeydragon. That's all I got. Peace.